Welcome back to your Thursday night Draftstars show here. We've got $20,000 up for grabs here. The Roosters v the Broncos, and plenty of options across all three of the sections here. I actually think it's going to be pretty tough to select the best squad available, considering we have great options here and in the high brackets in both the outside backs, the halves, and also the forwards as well. So outside backs, the two top clear options are obviously Manu and Tedesco, and Manu's been averaging out of this world at 91.7 in the last 3 weeks, and I definitely think he can continue doing that. This will be a much closer game against the Broncos, considering they had a pretty tough loss against the Tigers on the weekend. So I think there's going to be a little bit of bounce back there and a pretty close game. Manu's going to have to be well involved to do really well, and for the Roosters to do great. I really think to win this matchup, you're going to have one of those two and for them to do really, really well. So up to you which one you want to go. Obviously, $600 more expensive is Joey Manu, and Teddy also is going to be a great option as well. But my strategy, I think, would probably be to go a little bit lighter in the halves and the hookers, and probably try and get like a 50 from a Watson or a Verrills and not spend that full money, the large amount of money on Reynolds. So you can spend up in the forwards and also the outside backs. But some other decent options that are here for you. Obviously, T&Cs been averaging really well at 45.8. And guys like Cobbo, obviously first game back. I think we can leave him out just for this one, just to see how he goes. But obviously he has been playing really well in the games for the Broncos and also in the Maroons jersey. So they're both really good options there, that 14,500 and just under 15 there. Guys like Corey Oates and Suali'i are also solid. And then if you want to go a little bit cheaper, you got Dean Mariner and also Daniel Tupou. Hasn't scored incredibly well. Those last two have been a lot better. And I think he has to step up again and hit somewhere above that high 30s to be really worth it for you. And you had Dean Mariner, who got the 29.3. So definitely some room for improvement for him in his second game in the NRL. But yeah, guys like Corey Oates, who have continued to score lots of tries, but a little bit more, he'll go nuts in a game and then have a few games off. So definitely a risk for guys like him, and also Suali'i, who has the same thing there, 67 to 72 in amongst a lot of small ones. So that's that for the outside backs. In the halves, you can definitely go with Reynolds. He's averaging 69.7 the last three, and that's obviously 59 in the last game, even in a losing side. So really, he's going to be pretty consistent across the board. The only two games he's had low ones has been when he had that ribs injury. It looks like he's recovered fairly well from that. But you look at guys like Watson and Verrills, both those guys I think have the ability to be pretty consistent around that 45 plus. Obviously, Watson had that real big game there. And Verrills has been super solid. So I think Verrills is probably the play in this one. If you're looking just for a 50 at a $16,000 price, I think he's really, really solid. Also, Sammy Walker at 15.8 has been really, really good. Obviously, a 33 in the previous game, but the games before that, he was super solid. So he's someone that you could go for. And if you want to go really cheap, then Billy Walters is a sneaky one, but obviously has a few lighter games in him as well, with someone like Turpin on the bench. So they're my general thoughts on that one. Maybe a middles in that halves hooker, and spend up a little bit in the outside backs and also the forwards here. And Payne Haas, it looks like he's going to be getting huge minutes there. Obviously, a 59 in the last one wasn't anything crazy, but the minutes is what we're looking at here. If he can get a bunch of tackle breaks and offloads to go along with his general base that he gets up around that 50 or so in base, then he's going to be a great guy to plug into your side at 22,000. And really, there's not a lot of cheap guys that are in great form. You could go for someone like Kobe Hetherington, but we've seen when Payne Haas is in the team and he gets that 13 jersey, it's not a position where he's really got massive minutes. You know, even when those guys were both out, majority of games, he hasn't really got those minutes. It's just that 61 on the 10th of July when they had a lot of players out and everyone plays 60, 70 minutes that he got that big one. So he's a little bit of a worry. And you've got guys like Corey Jensen or Reece Kennedy that could get some okay minutes and a solid score off the bench. But overall, I think you're going to have to head up a little bit higher. And guys like Victor Radley are probably the cheapest that I would look to go for. 35 looks to be about his floor at a 12.5k price. I think he could be pretty solid. Nat Butcher is the other one that I would be looking to pick up at 14,500. 250s in a row, which is really, really solid. You take that at that price every day of the week. And then, yeah, it's Payne Haas. So those 3 to 4, 5 guys there, I think, are the way to go. Jordan Ricky obviously coming off a nice try in last game and has been pretty consistent. But I would probably go for Nat over Ricky, and then I would go a little bit cheaper with guys like Radley, Warrior-Hargreaves has actually been playing pretty well in terms of consistency, that 35 being his lowest in the last 6 weeks. So that is that Thursday night video, guys. There's plenty of options in this one compared to a lot of other games, and I hope you have the best of luck in this one. Jump into that description below, hit that sign up link, get playing Draftstars, and enjoy the biggest prize pool of the week is always that Thursday game. So plenty of money up for grabs, and I hope you do go really well. See you later.